Well, that's what happened to Nick Cannon recently. I mean, he said some, I guess you could categorize them as anti-Semitic comments on, I think it was his podcast or an interview or something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess he said those things, and then the company that I think owns MTV.
Yeah, and then
they were like, okay, we're cutting ties with you. Everybody was kind of like in an uproar, especially like the black community, you know, of like celebrities and stuff. They're like, what? Like, what he said was true and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that? Because obviously, you never want to express yourself in a way where it's, you know, downing another race or culture.
Yeah.
But like, because I would never want anybody to talk about black people in such a fashion. But what do you think about like him knowingly having, you know, all of that, but saying those things? Do you think that Viacom was well within their right to cut ties with him because he said those things on a public platform? Because technically they employ him, right?
Yeah. I mean, like technically, they can cut ties with them if they even, you know, like they can cut ties with them just because.
But do you think that that's right? That what they did in his situation?
I don't know. I mean, just knowing Nick Cannon and the way he is, he's definitely all about like empowering and, you know, trying to find, you know, like if you listen to him talk, he's very like, he's trying to find, you know, he's searching, he's digging, he's doing research, you know, like in that instance, you know, he may have been wrong. You know, I don't know what I don't remember what the comments were, but he may have been wrong, you know, or maybe it offended some people. But I don't necessarily think that he should lose Wildin' Out. I mean, like, just thinking of a business standpoint, Wildin' Out is Nick's show. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows Nick Cannon. How many seasons have they done?
I don't even know.
Right?
Like,
so everybody knows Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out, Nick Cannon. They're synonymous. So, just in a business stance, if that show is bringing me all the money, and that show is synonymous with Nick Cannon, I don't think it's a good idea to fire Nick Cannon. Just a business standpoint, you know? I'm not saying he was right. I'm just saying, you know, that's Nick Cannon's show. Like, he can go to another network and create a different show, right? But no one is gonna do Wildin' Out, you know? Like, that's Nick Cannon's show. Everybody knows that, you know? He does all the talent, you know? He's not employing them, but he does all the talent search, you know? Those people are gonna stay with him.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be with Viacom. They probably never even met Viacom, you know? They know Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
So I don't, from a business standpoint, I think it was a really just not very smart move. But I mean, they can cut ties with anyone they want. So I think they're well within their rights to cut ties with him. Should they have cut ties with him? I don't think so. Just because, like, I mean, like, Nick Cannon is like, I mean, that's not who, like, if you know Nick Cannon, you know, like, you've worked with him for many years, and I feel like they should know that Nick Cannon's all about empowering and, you know, trying to further culture. That's why he has so many podcasts. That's why he has a couple podcasts. Yeah. You know, so I mean, you know, he's well intentioned. You know, and
he's very pro-black. He's you know, he's like you said, he's trying to educate himself further. And learning and stuff about his history. But I think he's very informative, and you know, he's asking himself a lot of great questions, you know, and I've seen some of the conversations he's had with other like celebrities and stuff. Like, it's pretty informative. It's pretty informative.
And like, if you listen to his like interviews he's done, he's very, very, very smart. You know, I didn't even know he started Kehlani's career, bro. He set her up. Yeah, he set her up with an apartment in Oakland or LA or something like that. Okay. Back when her and her group were doing America's Got Talent.
Right.
He met her there. Set her up with the apartment. Didn't ask for nothing, bro. They even. I think I heard. They even try to get him to sign on some of the royalties, but he was like, "No, I don't want anything from her. You know, I'm good. I'm good." And you know, Kehlani's super big. You know, like, she's one of the biggest R&B artists right now. You know, like, people love her. You know, she makes great music. So You know, that's just who Nick Cannon is, bro. He's definitely all about empowering. And like, if you know Kaylani, you probably wouldn't even know that Nick Cannon is the one that helped her get started. Was the one that believed in her. Was like, you know, you don't need these people. You're gonna be a star. That's what he told her. He said, you're gonna be a star. You know, like you are, not the whole group, but you are. You know, so I mean, I don't know. I think Viacom was not well intentioned. I think they were doing it for a different reason.
Probably.
I think it was to set a precedent. Like, we're gonna control you. You know, like you gotta stay within these. Everyone who's on our network has to stay within these bounds. You know?
Well,
you mess up, your acts.
There was some individuals that made some controversial comments that went along after his comments. They're just like, I mean, they fired him. That must mean that what he was saying reflects who's really the owners, basically. So he was talking to, I guess they said that he made anti-Semitic comments. He was talking about Jewish people. Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah, like they run this. Everything.
Oh, the owners are Jewish.
That's what the people that made the comments imply. They're just like, hey, like, you know, he made these comments about Jewish people running things, and they fired him. That tells you
who's running things,
who's really running things.
Okay.
You know, now I don't know if that's necessarily true.
That's crazy.
But that's what a lot of people were saying in response to it about Viacom like cutting that out. So I don't know, but that's why it's such like a big like controversy, because everybody's like especially like the, you know, like black celebrities, they're like, yo, like we're on your side because, you know, like we feel like you're right in this, you know, and you shouldn't have apologized for your comments. But I mean,